evening, everybody. I am back today with another video. How are you guys doing today? It has been a great holiday, and I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. It was just a blessing for me to be able to travel home and see my family, and I had a great time. But I'm back tonight, and I want to talk about something that affects a lot of people during this time of the year, and it's loneliness. It could be from the loss of loved ones. It could be because of a broken heart. It could be just because you're by yourself. Just people go through a lot at this time of the year when it comes to feeling alone, because you see so much celebration. You see families coming together, loved ones, and people are just seemingly having a great time. And there's a lot of people out here that don't have family or have friends or people that they can spend time with at this time of the year. So it's important for us to think about that when we're celebrating and enjoying our time with our friends and family, that there are people out there that are feeling the exact opposite of what we're feeling. If you can reach out to people that you know that are experiencing this, especially a lot of seniors. A lot of times some of their spouses have gone on, or either they have children who live far off somewhere and they are not able to travel to see their parents. Sometimes it could just be because they don't want to, but a lot of times it has to do with the fact that they live far away. And I actually worship with a lot of seniors, and it's important that, I feel for me that if I can give a little bit of my time to make somebody else feel better, then that's what I should do. I have a organization that I'm a part of, and what I call it an organization for? It's not an organization, it's actually a group that I'm a part of, and we have, all of us have a senior sister, and the responsibility of this group is to reach out to this sister. And it's not saying that this particular sister doesn't have family or friends or loved ones, but it's just important for us to actually spend time with that sister, quality time with that person, to make them feel good, make them feel needed, make them feel wanted, make them feel loved. And that's important even in your life here, out in the world. If you have people that you know that are going through things, that are struggling with things, sadness, depression, it doesn't hurt just to give a little bit of your time. And I really feel that that's very important. I think a lot of times people just kind of subconsciously not think about that. I don't think it's something that people really consciously decide that they just want to be selfish, or they don't care to extend themselves to other people. I think for the most part, the majority of people are just not thinking along those lines. And it doesn't have to even be with senior people. It could just be with ordinary everyday people. You have people who live alone and they don't have friends. Moving here to Memphis, I watched my circle get smaller and smaller, and I have always had a pretty decent group of friends. But one thing I've learned that as you get older, if that friendship and those friendships don't change at some point, or sometimes what I say is that it shifts and moves, because a lot of times you're going to outgrow certain people that's in your life, because you're here, they're there, and sometimes it's just that you all grow in different directions, or you like different things, and it's just not the same relationship. That doesn't make it bad. It doesn't make it good. It just is. And so as I moved out here, and I don't have the access that I have to a lot of people that I did on a regular basis, I watched those friendships slowly dwindle. And even reaching out to them, or saying hello, or sometimes offering for them to come visit, or making promises about things we do when we get together, and you watch that stuff come and go, and it doesn't happen. So it let me see that relationships can change, and being here in Memphis, I have a really, really small circle of friends. When I say small, I mean small. I would say that I can count them all on one hand. And 2 of them are like really close. 3 of them is okay. 2 of them is my close friends, which is fine with me. My best friend, she lives in North Carolina. And although we don't talk every day, that is a person that I know that if I pick up this phone today and I just needed to talk for 6 hours, she would be on that phone with me for 6 hours. And no matter how tired she is or what she had to do, she would make the time for me. And that is what I truly call a dear friend. So the people I have here more or less are more along the lines of people that I have not known very long. So they're like a little support system, and I'm getting to know them. I have one really, really, really close friend here that has been in my life for the last 7 years. And he is amazing. We have no relationship as far as intimacy. You know, we're not dating, but it's just been a really, really good friend of mine. And he loves my children. And I really appreciate him. God really placed him in my life. So I try to give what I receive. When I am so blessed to have that type of friend. And so I try to extend myself to other people. The other day, a friend of mine, we were riding, and there was a woman that was walking in the rain. And she had to be, in my opinion, I thought she was about 70 years old. And it was about to really storm, and she had a small umbrella, and the rain was just battering this umbrella up, and we had just come from eating breakfast. And I thought about it in my mind. I was like, I just can't walk by this woman without saying something and just at least offering her, you know, a ride to find out where she was going. And so we rolled the window down, and I said, "Ma'am, can we give you a ride?" And I didn't know what she was going to say. She might have thought, these some crazy people, they're going to kill me, or, you know, anything. But my heart was pure. And she was like, "Really?" She said, "You really would give me a ride?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And so we asked her where she was going, and she was going maybe about 4 blocks. And it was really about to open up the sky. So we said, "Come on, get in." And so she got in the car with us, and she began to cry, and she kept touching my shoulder from behind, and she was just like, "Thank you, God bless you, you're such a sweet angel, you know, I was praying and God just answered my prayer." And she just kept praying and praising God in the back seat, and that made me feel really good. It just felt really good to be able to help somebody in their time of need. And I'm getting emotional because that was just, it was amazing to me just to hear her be blessed that way, and that I had a part of it. I had something to do with that. That was just amazing. So my friend and I, we took her home, and she got out, and she was just like, "Thank you so much." She was just so touched that we wanted to help her. And I just think if people reach out more and help each other, this world could be a better place. I mean, so during this holiday season, we got the Christmas holiday come up, and I don't traditionally celebrate holiday like most people do. It's not about gifts and things of that nature. Y'all forgive me, I'm just crying. I hope my makeup ain't running. It's not about gifts and things of that nature to me, but what it is about is people, touching people's lives. You know, the smallest little thing can help somebody from feeling alone at this time during the holiday season. So if you know someone, if you live in a building with someone who doesn't have family, or they just have their pets, you know, offer them a cup of coffee, a hot cup of cocoa, or, you know, say hello to them, or just, if you see them standing outside, talk to them. But just do something. If I feel that each person do something, it will be less lonely people in this lifetime and in this world during these holiday seasons. So that's all I have today, guys. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend. I pray that blessings come your way. Praying for all of those that are going through some hardships right now. We got a lot going on in our country. The devastation that's happening in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a very beautiful mountainous area. The tornadoes that hit the south over the last couple of days, guys, we need to just pray for our country. And there's so many more things. I shouldn't even start naming them, but there's so much going on in the world today. But we need to just pray for our country, pray for our world, and extend yourself and help someone to have a better life. That's all I have. So you all have a fabulous rest of the night and take care. Bye.